Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I lost my arm. And amputees and petite people. And welcome to Gustav Making Stuff. We're gonna show how to make an amputation arm effect flying off. Because sometimes it happens. What you need is some foam. This is yoga mats. Some plastic pipes, pantyhoses, and latex, and nylon strap, and paint, and free time, and stuff. So you see, here is my old styrofoam arm that was used in my movie Yoso the Shark, which is releasing soon somewhere, I hope. Whatever. This is made out of some scraps I had back then, and this is also going to be out of scraps, so it's not going to be very good. If you have bigger sheets to do this, it will actually look quite much better, but you know, you should do something about your scrap box here, so take it for what it is. But you see, I'm using a lot of some scraps to glue together there to make this part that needed. So this is the arm part, and that's gonna be the shoulder part, because that is the other one that's gonna bend over your shoulder. So we're just gonna cut that out with a scissor, because it doesn't really need to be super squared edges on this thing. But you see, there we go, and there we have the shoulder part here, which is going to be a little bit more wider and stuff. You might need to do some measurement on yourself to this too, because, well, I am this size, some people are smaller, some people are bigger. So now you see, I have that part there. I'm just gonna cut that out also now, to be melded on, because don't do this over part too big, because you need to hide it by folding your own arms behind you, unless you're already amputated, then it will be much easier. But anyway, so now you see, I'm just gonna glue these two parts together here to create what we will call a shoulder. And now we're going to extend these things here to make it, you know, make the part that the arm is going to be cut off, because on the other one it was just glued directly to the foam, so you had this little ledge there. So this is the stump here, so we're just gonna put a bunch of foam like that, and then I am going to take a pipe here to make the bone, because they look rounded, but I'm squeezing it inside my press just to make it look a little bit more, you know, not super round. I'm just gonna cut out a part here with it pushed out, and then we're going to glue it in place with the glue gun. So you see, we're just gonna pour hot glue here. Be very careful, because it's going to be very hot here, but we will work with the glue here while it is cooling down to get some interesting fleshy looking surface. So see, I'm just gonna smear it out, and then we dry it up a little bit or cool down. I'm just gonna you know, take the glue gun itself and melt some holes looking things into it, and then we're gonna take a toothpick and, you know, make some little bit of a push it down and then up again, so you will get this long things, and then turn them over and stuff like that, so it will look like ripped off flesh parts. So there we go, and I'm just gonna see if it fits there again, and that looks fantastic. I'm just gonna make these removable in case you want to have some other part there. And now we're gonna take red acrylic here and basically glue the whole thing red. You can also make this, you know, black and then red if you want some more definition of things, but it will do things. I'm not gonna do the part in this video where I'm gonna put in the tubes of blood and stuff, but you see, here we now have this arm here. I've also made a stump the forearm there, based on my own measurements, and you see, hiya, and then blood will come out, and it will be violent, and it flies away. So anyway, now we're going to take this pantyhose here, and we're going to stretch that over both parts, not one, both. So you see, I have extra stuff there, and then we're just gonna take that over. And also something that, you see, I'm glued here all the ledges on it, so you can paint the latex on, because latex has a tendency to shrink, so it won't be, you know, deforming things. So now we have paint all this thing here. We're just gonna let it dry for some time, and then we're going to smear it with some red paint here, make it pinker and more, you know, like your flesh tone. And I must say that my skin is very, very pale, not as pale as this, but that's why I'm making it a little bit more orange. Not orange, yeah, pink is the word I'm looking for. It's a color I've heard can be found in nature, wild, running around. So now when we have done that with a sponge, now we will have some brown here so we can make some freckles. And then when that have dried up, we are going to cut the whole thing off into 2 sections. This is also something you can, you know, do this and you put the blood tubes in, and you can do this as a gory little effect if you like that kind of stuff, which is probably one of the reasons you are watching this to begin with. I'm just saying, I'm not judging you. Yes, you, sitting there on a chair, watching this on a computer, or a phone, or whatever device you have. So anyway, you see there, now we have the arm here that can break into 2, and blood will possibly come out. So now we have done that, it needs to be attached to a person. So now I'm gonna cut 2 holes here, which is 2 holes I did wrongly because they are too high up. They should actually be lower down to be attached properly. And now we're gonna take this nylon strap here and just, you know, turn it around my arm to attach it. So something like that, you see. You're probably gonna need some bit of more adjustment things here. So now you will see the problem here why attaching this too high up. Also, this is very, very tricky to do by yourself. So I'm suggesting that you have someone to help you with this, but that's quite self-explanatory. But now you see the arm is there, and it's not really fantastic how it sits there. But if you're gonna put this inside of the clothes instead, you will see that this is actually gonna match up quite good. So you see, that is a better thing when I'm putting it around my neck there instead, if that's possible. Do that, because then it will have even better matching up with your real arm, and it will bounce around fantastically. Yeah, so now we have make sure that that works properly. I'm gonna put some toothpicks here in for, like, if you do this effect later, you can actually put some makeup between that to hide the seam even more when you're going to rip the arm off, or just film this very fast and no one, you know, see. So now it is attached very well, and now you need some actual force to break this off, and it will look amazing, as you see, with some additional blood and makeup. In fact, it would be fantastic. So now you see I am going to dress this up properly here on the t-shirt. So you're just gonna take that, and you're gonna hold your arm behind your back, and now you see that it will be, you know, adjusted well there. So now when you have this little stump thing here, with I haven't put on the straps yet, but yeah, to attach it, and you see, you can actually make quite a good cutting off arm here, and also you can have some bloods coming out with pipes and stuff, and it will be amazing. So, thank you for watching. I hope it was informative, and due to I don't upload very often, please click the bell and subscribe. It will help you. Because I will show up when you least expect it. Something.